Hi, I'm Connie Townsend. I'm group fitness instructor with the Wenatchee Racquet Athletic Club doing another at-home workout. Today we're going to work the upper body, lower body, a little core, and a little bit of cardio thrown in. A total body workout. We're going to use moderate weights. Now we'll start with a real short warm-up to get the joints and the muscles warmed up. So if you need more of a warm-up, take time to get some movement in before we start. We're going to start with a little warm-up though. We're going to reach across. So you're going to pivot on the toe and push, push, push. Now start drawing the navel in. That starts activating those core muscles and getting them to engage. We need the core to stabilize the whole body as we're doing work. Push, 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 push. When you push across, you're lengthening, pushing through the palm, getting the back of the body, the shoulders, the back warmed up, getting the torso to rotate, getting the spine to gently get into a fuller range of motion. In 4, 3, 2, and knee or heels up and back. So you're pulling them toward the glute, toward the center. We're going to push. This is just the low impact version of the warm up to start, and we'll go through it all again and give you some higher impact versions. Push, push. So by bringing the heels up and back in a hamstring curl, we're lengthening the front of the legs, the quads, getting an active stretch. We're contracting the hamstrings and the back of the legs, getting them going. In 4, 3. Now knees up in front. Let's push it up. Bring those knees up. That starts to use the deeper muscles in the abdominals by lifting the knees. You're starting to push up through the palms again. Up through the fingertips. Getting the spine to lengthen. Getting those arms to work in their full range of motion. Getting the heart rate up, starting to breathe a little harder. In 4, 3, you're going to leave the arms up there. Whoop, and do a standing jack. So start pulling the toes in, flex the ankle, trying to get the side of the leg to warm up, trying to get the upper body, low impact, pull down, down. So we're getting the sides of the hips to start to really activate. All right, in 4, 3, let's come back to that reach across. Push, push, push. Starting to breathe harder. Looks like we've got our morning airplane takeoff behind me. In 4, 3, heels up and back and push. Or let's make it a little higher impact if you can. Let's do some heel kicks up and back. Get them up. Push out, out. Lots of movement. In 4, 3. Now knees up again. Push up. Now you can make this higher impact. Let's do some knee drives. Come up. Pushing. 8, 7, 4. Now leave those arms up there. Our standing, low impact jumping jack. Or you can make it a jack. So whatever your level. You can always modify things higher or lower. Go. 8, 7, 4, 3, and step out. Let's take those hands and clasp them together. I'm going to sit into a squat, keeping that chin up, and then pull back. You're going to exhale down, inhale, going up. Pushing in through those heels. Pushing down into the floor. It's called an elephant stretch. Boxers use this one a lot. Nice full body stretch. It's all the joints working. One more. And you're going to drop down onto the thighs and then try to straighten those legs and bend, pushing through the heels. Let's get the back of the legs to stretch. One more. Up and hold. And then bend. Widen them out a little bit more maybe. You're going to rest on your legs. You feel like your shoulders are up in your ears. We're going to take our right shoulder and just drop it toward the floor. Keeping that right arm locked. Get those shoulders to stretch. And up, other side. Now we're going to be doing 3 blocks of exercises. Each block contains a couple of strength exercises and then a little cardio burst between to keep the heart rate up. Let's tuck, roll up. We'll be doing a lot of combination exercises, several muscle groups at one time. So that's why we're going to keep our weight pretty light most of the time, because we're combining muscle groups. Now, this first one is combining a narrow squat, so your legs are about hip width apart, maybe a little neck wider, with an upright row, palms facing the body. You'll be just drawing straight up the body, elbows end up higher than the hands. Then, when we come up from that squat and upright row, we'll be going into a side lateral raise with our thumbs down. So don't lift too high if that bothers your shoulders. And as we do that, we're going to be adding a side leg lift, alternating sides. So there's a lot to think about. Alright, so shoulders back, belly button pulled in, chin stays neutral. We're going to come into a squat, upright row, up, and a lift to the side. Out and in. Take several of them to get the body to coordinate. All those muscles that are required to stabilize and coordinate. And you're keeping the ankle flexed so that you're lifting in the side of the leg, the side of the ankle. Working in the side of the hip. Pull, lift. Keep toes facing forward. You're breathing. Breathe a little harder because you're combining everything. 4, 3, thumbs down. One more time. Whew. Take a little breather for a moment. And then legs are hip width apart. We're going to be stepping forward with our right leg and doing a stationary lunge where we drop that back knee down, and then we'll be turning to the side. Using our weight, we'll be punching out or extending the arm. All right? So, stepping out, you're on your back toes in back. Your body stays upright. We don't lean forward. Drop the back knee, turn, and push out. Now your hand position, you can be palm down. You could be thumb up. It doesn't matter. You're drawing the navel toward the spine, like you're trying to touch that navel to the spine. Just the act of doing that engages all those core muscles. Down, cross. So your left arm is coming across the body, down, cross. Have 3 more of this. Hard to stay balanced, especially when we change position like this. And step in. Now, I'll show you from the side. Before we get to that other side for the lunge, we'll do a little squatted reverse fly for the back of the shoulders. We're going to be tapping back so that we keep the body active. Hip width apart. Sit into your squat, shoulders are back. Now, hang those arms, palms facing in. You're going to be lifting out to the side, only up to shoulder height though. All right, as we tap back. Keep that head neutral, don't look up, but don't look at your feet. The rear deltoid, back of the shoulder, some back muscles, some triceps. We're staying in a squat and stepping back, keeps the heart rate up. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2, woo, and up. All right. So you're still squat or hip width apart, lunge position. You're going to be stepping forward with the other leg this time. You're on your back toes. All right. Weight is in your right hand. You're going to drop the knee down, turn, push out, and up. So remember, adjust that hand position, either thumb up or palm down, whatever's most comfortable. And remember, your feet are still hip width apart. So we didn't step so that one foot is directly in back of the other. Down, rotate. lunge position is pretty wide-footed. Your feet are quite staggered. You're balancing on that back toe. Two more here. And one more. Good. All right. Now go ahead and set the weights down. We're going to do a little cardio burst. Keep the heart rate up. I'll show you from the side. You're just going to do a back tap with one foot. Bring it in, knee up with the other. So, just get started with that. Start making it a little bigger. Reach, maybe kick. Very animated, lots of movement. Maybe start reaching for that floor. Woo. In 4, 3, 2, whoa, and come on in. You got to do that other side. Let's just keep going. Tap back, knee up. Get a little lower. Get a little higher. A little faster if you want. Come on. Here we go. 4, 3, 2. Walk it out. Going into our second block. We'll be using the moderate weights again. Not too heavy. You adjust them according to your shoulders. All right. Now if you caught my core and more workout the other day, we did these in that routine as well. They're squatted swimmer, narrow squat. We'll be squatted the whole time. One arm will be coming up right beside the ears, while the other one pushes back behind at the hip. Palms facing back, elbows unlocked. Body weight is going to be in your heels. So you're sitting, one arm up, I'm going to pull them both back, switch. So your body weight's back behind you in your heels. Your belly button is pulled toward the spine. You're looking neutral. So we're working on all the stabilizers in the shoulders. We're working the front and back deltoids of the shoulders, the triceps, back muscles, chest muscles. Keep the palms facing backward. Almost there. 4, 3, one more time, and up. Now, you can hold on to the weights, or you can put them down. We'll be doing a curtsy lunge. So we step across in back. When we do that, don't get too far out there. We don't want to strain the knee or the hip. Our toe is facing front in the front leg. So we go into a curtsy lunge across, and then a back lunge behind. So let's take your right leg, step across, drop the back knee. Your body stays upright. and back lunge. Then switch, step across and back. Switch legs, step across and back. A lot to think about here. Whoop, forgot my back lunge. Step across, that same leg now, steps back. And across and back. So we're not only working the big lunge muscles, the hams, quads, and the glutes, but now we're getting a lot of those stabilizers in the hips. Across and back, across and back. Let's do one more set. Step across. And back. Woo. All right, let's switch to the upper body. Give the lower body a little break. Now, I'm going to hold my weights, both of them together. We're using the back primarily, but a lot of core, chest, shoulder, triceps. It's a bent arm pullover. From the side, I'll show you. Loose knees so we don't arch the back. Neutral pelvis. You're going to be out in front, then bend. Your upper arm is straight out from the shoulder. Now, you're going to come back, and then all the way down, squeezing the shoulder blades together behind. Up, and back. Squeeze. So working the whole upper body. A lot of those posture muscles when we're squeezing. And that core is working to really support and stabilize the spine and keep it neutral as you work. Squeeze. Up. Squeeze. Woo. 4, 3, 2. Now before we get to rest, I'm going to bring those arms down in front again. Elbows come closer. All right, just perpendicular forearms. We're just going to press up and down. Neutral spine here again. So, working on those shoulder stabilizers. Woo. Keep the elbows pulled in. The whole upper body. Burn in. Do what you can. All right, here we go. 4, 3, 2. Whew. And one last thing in this block, we're going to divide up the weights. Whew. One in each hand. And then normally when we do a row, we're going to either come straight back or out to the side. In this case, we're going to add a rotation. You're going to be in a squatted position, so you have to bring your legs pretty narrow. Your body weight is behind you in those heels. All right. Now I'll show you 2 ways. Palms in, thumbs up. Pull directly back and turn. So your arm is close to your body. Alternating sides. Stay low. Bringing that hand up to the rib cage. The other alternative is wider. Palms facing down. That one might feel a little heavier because it's further out from the body. Squeeze in the shoulder blade area. All right, here we go. 4, 3. One more. And set them down. Finishing the second block, let's do a little cardio burst. Just to keep the heart rate up as we keep working. So we'll do a little, we stay low. We just do a side step, jump shot. So get low. Working on the leg muscles. Body weight's in the heels. A little impact for the bones to signal them to stay strong. Low. Whew. Feel those legs start to burn a little. Reach. One more set. Whew. Not enough to get a cardio workout, but enough to keep the heart rate up. Whew. Okay, grab your weights. Now, as we're recovering from that cardio burst, we're going to start our next block. This is the third block before we get to the floor. We're going to be doing a squat again with an Arnold Press. So an Arnold Press, yes, created by Arnold Schwarzenegger, and it's his signature shoulder tricep move. Your arms are going to be out in front and bent. Now your palms are facing you. You're going to come around, palms facing away, and press. So you're coming around, keeping those upper arms shoulder height. Okay, that's the Arnold Press. Now we're going to add that squat to it when we bring it out in front and up. I know hard to coordinate the arms here. Body weight's in the heels when you press back up to standing from the side. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, push it, come on. And this is why we use lighter, moderate weights, because we're combining muscle groups, upper and lower body. Whew. All right, you're going to do a one-legged deadlift using the hamstrings and the glutes. I'll show you from the side, and we can add some more shoulder presses to it. So, you have one leg out in front. You're going to be stepping back on the toes. Now we're not going to be pushing off that foot. We're going to be using these muscles of the front leg to pull us up. We are leaned over, shoulders back, body weight down into this heel, and then we just pull up to standing. Back down to a lean, up. Keep the head neutral. Keep the navel pulled in. All right. Now you don't have to go very deep. just a little bit, or all the way down. We're going to add our shoulders. Just a palm in, narrow press, overhead. Up, back, up. When the arms come down, the elbows are in at your side. Now remember, we're not pushing off that back foot. All right, here's 4 more. One more time. Come on. Feeling it in the hams and the glutes. Now we're not going to get to the other leg yet. We're just going to do some plain old tricep kickbacks. So you can increase the weight a little if you want. We're going to be in a squatted position again. And bend the arms. Now the elbows, don't move. We're going to keep them back behind a little above your side seam. Shoulders down. And just straighten and bend. 4, 3, 2, neutral head, up and hold. So don't look down, don't look up. 4, 3, 2, bend and straighten. You're focusing on that upswing and back. 4, 3, 2, up and hold. 4, 3, 2, bend and straighten. 4, 3, 2, up and hold last time. Woo. 4, 3, 2, and bring them down. And then one more thing before we go to the other side, deadlift. Let's do a few simple bicep curls. You're going to do a little combination. Palms are forward, upper arms stay at your side, so it's not a movement in the upper arms. You're going to do one straight on bicep curl, one supinated, one turned out. Keeping your wrists straight, keeping your pelvis neutral by pulling the navel in. Knees are always slightly bent to help with that pelvis position. Nice full range of motion, using the bicep muscles in a couple different ways. Different angles help to kind of stimulate, activate more muscles in that muscle group. You can use heavier weights here. Depends on what's going to challenge those muscles. All right, here we go. 4, 3, 2. And that was a little rest for the legs. Because now we have to do that other leg. So, other leg is forward. You're going to step back. And you're on your toes. Now remember, those legs are just balancing you. It's not pushing off. You're going to lean over. We never want to round our back, shoulders back. All right, you're just going to push into this heel and pull the standing. Head just stays neutral. Maybe we're ready to add those shoulder presses. Palms in. Up. Remember, you're pulling with the front leg. your shoulders put you a little off balance. So it works on stability. In 4, 3, 1 more. Whew. Put the weights down. So finishing with a little jump squat. We'll do 8 of those. And then we're gonna walk through really tall tractor tires. Knees out to the side. Pulling those knees up or a higher impact. All right, so you're wide. Toes can even be turned out a little if you want. All right, just pulses. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, up and tires. And I said squat jumps, didn't I? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So we're squat jumping this time. 8. Now, if you don't like that jump, then go back to the squat pulses. Tires. Woo. 8, 7, 4, 3. Squat jumps. 3, 2. Last set of tires. Remember, you can do big. Just pull the knees up. No impact. 4, 3, 2, and walk it out. So for the next block, we'll be on the mat. We're finishing up. Now, we're going to keep the heart rate up for the first thing we do. It'll be a prone jumping jack. Now you can always just step your feet while we're holding a plank. Step your feet out and in. You can speed it up. You can just hold the plank. All right, we're gonna come down to a plank hold. Hands are right under those shoulders. You lower the hips. You pull the navel toward the spine. Keep the head up a little. And just out and in. Keeping the hips low. Using a lot of core. Here we go. 8, 4, 3, woo, and down. Rest a moment. Okay. Now, if you have lighter weights, like a 2-pound, or 1 even, or you can just do this with just the weight of your arms. You're going to take a couple little weights, lay prone, now we'll be doing some Ys and Ts for the rotator cuff, the back of the shoulders, all that complex back there, and also for the rear deltoids. So we divide up the weights, 1 in each hand. Arms are wide. We're always going to be looking down. Tuck the chin. You can do this 1 arm at a time, or if it seems to be no challenge for you, you can do both. We're just going to keep the palms down and lift and lower in a V shape overhead. So we're not only working the shoulder, but also the muscles down the spine, into your low back. You can try both if you want. In 4, 3, 2, and rest them. Okay, out into the wide position. This is a T. Keeping our chest on the floor. Arms straight but not locked. And alternate. You're using a lot of the back of the body to help lift and stabilize. You can try both if you want. Think about your shoulder blades. You want to push them down toward your feet. They slide down your back so your shoulders are not up near your ears. In 4, 3, 2, go ahead and set them down. We're going to finish this position with some low back work. So just fold your hands behind you, or a little harder, you can put the fingertips on the back of the head and lift those elbows, and then use those low back muscles to pull you up, lower you down. So you're just doing a lumbar extension. We're using those lumbar muscles and glutes and hams. Part of the core is your low back. Now we're not lifting with the back of the head. Just keep your head neutral. All right. 4, 3, 2, and down. We're going to turn over. We're going to finish with a star crunch. Now, you can keep your legs straight for this one, or you can bend the knees. You're going to reach out like a V overhead. Your arms are wide. I'll show you straight leg first. Legs are a little wide. We're going to roll up using our abdominals to do that. So one vertebra at a time. Coming up, reaching across to the outside of that leg. So you're floating up, down. Now, to control those legs, though, your abdominals have to really be contracted and engaged. So we're pulling the navel into the floor. If you're not able to keep that low back connected to the floor, just bend the knees, up and across. So you can do this many different levels. You're using not only the front of the abdominals, but the obliques, coming around your sides. Almost done. Three more. Couple more. Keep that navel pulled down. One more time. Woo! Reach out long, lengthen the spine. Reach out through the fingertips. Try to get those arms right next to the ears. All right, bring the arms in. You're going to lift the head and shoulders. Get up on your elbows. Then up to a leaning position. Let's lift the chest. Pull the shoulder blades together behind. Stretches the front of the shoulders and the chest. While you're in this position, if you're able, tilt the head forward. Stretching the back of the neck. And then release the head. Let's widen out those legs. I'm going to turn toward one leg. Keep the back straight, chin up. Coming forward to stretch those hamstrings. The back of the leg and even into the low back. Try not to round the back. other leg. And forward. And up. Bend those knees. They're still wide. Hands in the center. Tuck the chin. Walk the fingertips out, around the back to stretch the shoulders and down the spine into the low back. Alright, sit. One hand on the opposite knee, other hand behind. You're going to sit up tall, turn the head and the rib cage to look behind you and back up the car. Good spinal rotation. We work a lot on keeping the spine stable and flexible. It's a fine line, so we work both strengthening exercises and stretching. Come on back. Switch sides. You're going to sit tall first every single time. Turn and look behind. Back to center. I'm going to turn over into a hands and knees position. You're going to tuck the toes under. Now we've only done a little bit of stretching, so if you need more stretch, then please take your time after this to stretch more. Lift the knees, lift the hips. Let's walk back toward the feet. Go ahead and hang for a moment. Let the weight of the body stretch the hamstrings and the glutes. A little bit into the calves as well. Relax the neck. And then bend the knees on up. You're going to fold the hands over, palms facing in, or just in front of the legs. Tuck the chin and push down. One more shoulder stretch. And raise up. Lift, lengthen the spine, fingertips behind the head, pull those elbows back. And then bring the elbows together, tuck the chin. And back again. Reach up and out. Let them hang. Great posture. And we'll see you again.